All right, the fun stuff, decisions at the rim. One of my favorite things to work on is decision making. And we're going to give you the intro stuff we're going to get into much later in the course. This is only week 5, so 7 more layers of this. We're going to dive deep into decision making. But basic idea, going back to the light switch analogy, binary means there's only 2 options. So I'm never going to tell you you could shoot, pass, or dribble because that complicates things too much. And when we're deciding at the rim, we don't want to say you could do a regular layup, do a hook layup, or do a Euro step because that complicates things too much. So we're going to build situational context behind the scenes of like, this is the scenario, this is where the defender's coming from. Therefore, this is your best option as a default, right? Our on switch is maybe it is a hook finish because the defender's coming across the backboard hard, but then our option 2 is a Euro step. If that defender comes too hard to try and reach our hook finish, our Euro step's going to destroy them by going across their momentum and getting space really behind their back where we can then score. We're going to talk about the patient pickup, one of my favorite terms from a mentor of mine. Rather than picking it up right away and going toward a layup, we're kind of hesitating a little bit. Patient pickup means I could like pick it up and shoot it like a pull-up. I could hesitate and take another dribble. I could hesitate and pick it up and still take my 2 strides and layup. So using some change of speed, like we talked about last week with our ball handling, to allow us to get some hang time with the ball and therefore have a more patient pickup, really wait for the defender to react, however they're going to react to guard what we just threw at them before we make our final move, final decision. And then the cue is a big part of decision making. Because we're giving ourselves only 2 options, we need something that is the trigger or the cue to flip the light switch, right? So if hook finish is always on, then if defense hips turn across our path would be a cue for our Euro step to flip that switch and do the option 2 of our 2 options. So I'm going to see a couple examples of how we could change direction at the rim, and then you'll see a couple live reads where Coach Kelly is actually guarding me with the realistic, and I'm trying to make my decisions at the rim. All right, first thing we're gonna do is a change of direction in the paint using a crossover. Timing here is the key. Trying to get ball before a foot and really push off direction change like we would be doing a Euro step. Then we're gonna go spin move, similar all these using a second dribble. So we would have already attacked to the paint and then second dribble, change direction, wrapping behind the back. It's very similar to the front crossover, timing and position wise, footwork wise. Spin move, we're trying to get our toes to open up toward the free throw and then rotate again to face the baseline and end up jumping off 2 feet, what I call braced for impact, so that if a defender knocks you when you're spinning, you're not knocked off balance. Pro hop, we've been working on a little bit from our jump stop approach week 3.